start of the day. We don't want to be listening at the start of the day.
I would say right here is what's drawing me to this photo.
So on photo number 5, Mark, this is the first one we showed you, second one we showed you. So on 6-bet number 2,
but like you were saying, if someone were to lose weight, that would change.
you're drawn to photo number 5?
Yes.
Wrong one.
Features of photo number 5.
And again, just for the record, and for when you go back, number 1 is, when you say 3 is similar, she's similar to...
Oh, I actually didn't listen to all this. But we can ignore that for now. What? Before this starts, so we start figuring out what the news is for today. Got music there. Got news there. Let's go see. Grades are poor, but there's a new lecture I have yet to open. Start this up while we're opening this up. Let's go get back to where we're at. We basically scanned everything up to this point.
Apparently, our default location is going to be that is C++. Demo. Just tip.
Basically, this is where we stopped. This is where we guarantee we know everything before this, except the get line. I don't know what's going on with the get line. Speaking of which, just to mark it off our list of thoughts, because I don't want to think about it. While I'm gaming. Alright, great.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back. This video, we're going to be talking about how to get user input for strings. That's because when we use the CN object, it only grabs the first word.
CS
It's very
variable.
limited. So we're going to talk about how to get around that. First, though, I asked you to check out our sponsor, the market arrow C++ builder. This is an IDE that gives you the tools you need to develop C++ applications. So if you want a very nice debugger, user interface developer, integration with databases, IoT, Bluetooth, all kinds of capabilities, check out the link in the description. It's a great IDE because when you're done, you're able to deploy to multiple platforms, including Windows, iOS, Mac, and Android. Pretty sweet stuff. Check them out, guys. You won't be disappointed. Now let's talk about getting user input for strings. So to review, let's try to get user input using cin. And let's say we store this inside of read. Well, when we output this, what's going to happen is it's only going to have the first word. So we run this and let's say, hello there. But it only prints hello. That's because hello there is not being stored in the string, only hello is being stored in the string. That's because the cin object needs to know when to stop. How does it know when to stop user input? It could stop on a period, it could stop on the null terminating character, or white space. Obviously they chose white space. So if we put in a space, a tab, or a new line, it's going to end. So let's try another example where I say hello, put a tab, and then say there. And it still only stores hello. So what happens to this other word there? Well, this is actually still waiting to be stored somewhere. It's still in the input stream. So what happens if we try to get another string, it's just going to get there. So let's try that out. We're going to create another string. We're just going to call it leftover. And we're going to get this from console in, like so. And then after we put out the greeting, we're going to output the leftover, like so. So we say hello there. First time it prints hello, and then the next time it prints there.
Oh.
So when we did that second console in, it didn't even ask us for anything. It just automatically grabbed what was already there, which is actually there. So how exactly do we get multiple words? Well, the appropriate way to do it is actually with a function called getLine.
Right.
So it looks like this. GetLine, and then we pass in console in, and then we pass in the variable greeting. Make sure you prefix that with standard. And then what we're gonna do is output, like so. And then compile and run. Now it's asking us for input. We're gonna say hello there. And you can see it prints the entire thing.
Oh, hell no. Not. I think this works. I might be pissed. That's not what I wanted, bro. That's not what I wanted, bro. Thanks. Anyways. String. Wait. So just get mine like I did before. Then we have to do a standard, and then we had to do it again. CN, and then I get var1. Semicolon goes after outside the getLine function. Take the line. Then you're just commenting to the output dot var. Right? Any errors? Doesn't say. Oh, thanks. It works. Great. Okay, so input and output data stream for console. String functionality scenarios. Don't care if I spelled it wrong. Main block up code for said software. Come in here. Creating variable with no value or open value. Whatever. Get line function. Constable input. The common variable with no value. You write a parent. Whatever, I don't know what to say. Anyways, this right here, outputting user response right away. Enter typing. Okay. Anyways, we're getting more control over it. No, this is our warm-up for today. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna eat our cereal. Okay. Drink our coffee, wake up more. Eat everything. we'll see if we can. No, we're not gonna get a game in zombies even if we get that. Or should we? Probably have to be solos. I think they put me on like a zombies ban. That and it's just like died out. Could down with Siege again, but I'm feeling Siege. I want to warm up in Farlight leaderboard because they suck. They're all sweaty over there. Farlight might be better for a warm up. Do some ballistic. But just don't mind that. Just get my food. Very nice. Okay, let's start off with the first bite. So far, we've had a good warm up. We understand get line now. We made progress with that. I realized I started a bottleneck last night, so I was like, all right, let's not end up in sleep. What the hell? That'll do. Alright. Now.
RuneScape. You must have
Better graphics.
noticed them, right? Lurking around the Grand Exchange, trying to
That's why.
parse on a goblin, wondering where their ability bars are, and asking how Jagex is managing to update the game rather than re-releasing the same exact
Yeah.
content over and over and over again.
Imagine that.
I sure did, because I'm one of those WoW players.
Oh wow.
A year and a half ago, after around half a month of MMO soul searching, I found old school RuneScape. I had quit WoW after Mythic raiding for around a decade.
Quit during Shadowlands. That expansion did, like, totally. It did irreversible damage to the game.
For various reasons. I was sick of the short form seasonal
Yeah.
ethos of the game, devaluing any and all of my progression, sick of the only value.
Thank you. I hate the seasonal model. I think it's so stupid. Expansion should be the seasons. There should not be seasons within expansions.
Full content
It's too
being
fast.
instanced, bored of the binary itemization and samey loot, and disheartened by Blizzard's complacency with the classic incarnation of the game. Clearly, I wasn't the only one. Mad Season, Guzu, Caridus, Savix, and more have since begun their first steps into this beloved, curated sandbox.
So they're
What ab-
all going over to, everybody is going over to RuneScape now.
about RuneScape seems to have translated for the World of Warcraft player.
Wow.
And why? First, we must acknowledge where these WoW creators come from. Unlike myself, most of them are classic WoW players, an old school
Yep.
2004 incarnation of World.
Yeah, no offense, I don't care. It was a good anime to get into. Heard good things about Chainsaw Man. Hmm. with a single player. You know. Mesmerizing. That's a bro, right? Oh.